Alright, guess what I'm doing today? I'm doing an oil change. Toyota Sienna V6. I think it's 3.5 liter engine. So, here's my oil cap. It calls for OW 20. And I got all my parts and everything ready. I use Mobile One, full synthetic, high mileage, because this car has 150,000 miles already. And I actually only change the oil every 10,000 miles. What's crazy is that, you know, most people are still doing it every 3,000, which makes no sense because this is a full synthetic oil that we're using, and it doesn't break down as fast as conventional oil. Got my Toyota handy parts, and those of you who are using the fan filter, I recommend not. If you're going to go ahead and keep it for 10,000 miles like I do, because according to Toyota, those filters that you're looking at should last you 10,000 miles, because in the manual it says, you know, it does say 10,000 miles. Here's the part number in case you guys need it. There you go, for the oil filter. And they're cheap. I get these on eBay, and they're really cheap. So with that being said, let's get started. Before I actually get started, I should show you, those of you who are new to this, who are doing this for the first time, you know, you just gotta unscrew your oil cap here so you can put your oil in. I have my, you know, my funnel here as well for the 5-quart. I got that at Walmart, the Mobile One, in case anybody wanted to know. And the oil filter, the oil drain plug is right there. Is that plug right there? And it's 14 metric. So make sure you guys go ahead and torque it after you're done, after you drain it. The torque on the torque spec on that is 30 foot-pound. Then once you're draining that, that's what my special tool that you were looking at earlier is to take out this filter. It's an enclosed filter, so when you pop it open, make sure you change the O-rings as well. And that's actually 25 foot-pound when you guys close it back. Otherwise, that's pretty simple on an oil change. So those of you who love to work on your own car, here you go. So I'm done draining the oil already. What's left now I gotta do is the oil filter. You see me drop it right now. Once I unscrew this, that way you guys have an idea how fast this comes out. I know there was a plug earlier, but I decided not to use it because to me, just a waste of time. So here you guys go. Make sure you have a drain pan, pour it out. You know, your tools out, pop it open, and there you have it. This is the enclosed filter. Make sure you guys replace these O-rings as well. One there, right here, and this one here if you open it. But otherwise, it's a mess. That's why people don't like doing oil changes. But if you don't mind it, you know, if you want to keep the glove, you can reuse it, use a towel. If not, just dump the glove and get a brand new pair of gloves. Otherwise, it's pretty simple, pretty easy, pretty cheap. And then to reinstall this, all you gotta do is put the new filter right back in after you wipe it down. Clean it up a little bit, you know. And once you do that, this torque again, as I mentioned, is 25 foot-pounds of torque. Take this plastic piece off because the new ones are over here. That comes with the entire package that you just bought from Toyota. Pretty cool, right? All right. There you have it. Thanks. Refill is pretty easy. Just on top. Pop it in. After you close everything out, pop it in, pour it in. Make sure you put 6 quarts. Since you're changing the filter as well, it requires 6 quarts of fully synthetic oil. So I got the O-ring off. This canister filter that actually comes from Toyota. The filter itself, it pops right in. Popped it right in. Here's the old filter I took out. O-ring, I greased it up with the engine oil or lubed it up. and I use Mobile One, as you guys know. Cost me about 30 bucks with time. You know, you put it on this, the part itself again, here it is. It shouldn't be that hard. It takes you about 20-30 minutes if you know you got all the tools you need. Make sure you guys recycle the oil at a store that takes it. And you know, the torque on this guy, it even says it right here on the canister itself. You can't really see it, but it's actually 25 foot-pound. That's all it is. Real simple. And then the drain plug itself, as I mentioned, is 30 foot-pound. You fill it up, 6 quarts, and you know, in 30 minutes you save about 50-60 bucks depending on where you get your oil change. Alright, so I tightened the bolts and the filter underneath. So now it's time to dump the oil in. You know, as I said, 6 quarts, guys, 6 quarts. Here's my funnel for my 2011 Toyota Sienna, and my Mobile One, of course, that I'm using. I'll pour 5 quarts in first, because that's what they come in. And then I'll put an extra quart to top it off. The great thing about this funnel that I love using is, you know, once you dump it in, you can actually flip it around. Fits perfectly right here, just like that. And you can just let it sit there for a minute while you're letting it sit there. Okay, there we go. While you're letting it sit there, you can actually go ahead and check on your plugs down there. Make sure there's no leakage at all. So you are in the clear. Yep, everything looks pretty good. Filter's not leaking. Alright guys, I'm gonna throw my last quart in, start my engine up, check my dipstick, and once I do that, I'm done. Thank you.